Well, with winds so powerful in parts of north central Montana, those who work in the elements are making some serious adjustments, including the aviation industry. MTN's McKenna Dickey went to Great Falls International to see just how much air travel and transportation is impacted by these conditions.
Whether you're walking, driving, or even flying, it's impossible to ignore the high winds and the impacts they have on us.
With strong winds, you get strong turbulence, and it's going to take some additional power usually. If the winds are coming pretty much straight up the runway, it's not a lot of a problem. It's not a huge problem, but you do have to power up in order to maintain your altitude because those winds will push you down in terms of altitude.
On very windy days, flight instructors can and will still teach students, but it depends on if they have a runway that is oriented directly into the wind to work with.
We will fly up into winds of 30 knots or maybe a little more. Depends on the student and the spot that they're at in their training. I like them to get as much real-world experience as they can.
As for the Great Falls International Airport, they have 2 runways that are oriented for the strong southwest winds that Great Falls is used to, which means wind really doesn't impact the flights very often.
Altogether, we have very, very good wind coverage, and the only time you really have major problems if you have gusting crosswinds that are going to hit the wings at the side, and particularly if there's a gusting component to it.
The Great Falls Airport director said each of the airlines that fly in and out of the airport have well-trained pilots who are able to land safely in windy conditions. However, it's ultimately up to the pilots themselves.
It's always the pilot's discretion as to what he's comfortable landing in. So there are times when the pilot might say, I'm not comfortable with that condition on the surface, or I'm not comfortable with what's happening, above the surface. There's heavy clouds or something, and so they might land somewhere else.
As always, it's best to stay up to date with the weather conditions in your area. In Great Falls, I'm McKenna Dickey with MTN News.
The search for Alicia Wood has taken a turn to the north after 9 days of looking for the missing Conrad woman at the High Plains landfill outside of Great Falls. Law enforcement now focused on looking for her in Pend Oreille County. MTN's Owen Skornick-Hayes has the latest on the search.
On December 16th, the search for missing Conrad woman Alicia Wood within the High Plains landfill north of Great Falls was called off.
Now, new leads have brought the investigation to a landfill in Pend Oreille County.
I pray and hope that she's okay. Makes me hurt to see someone in this situation.
For the first time since Alicia was declared missing, MTN traveled up to her hometown to talk to residents.
She was loved by everyone.
She's very friendly. She's very nice. She comes in here all the time.
Monday afternoon, MTN was alerted via email from the Cascade County Community Emergency Response Team that assistance was needed for a landfill search in Pend Oreille County. I called the Pend Oreille County landfill asking if they were continuing to search for Alicia Wood on site, and they told me no comment.
To me, it makes more sense to search here since her car was found, between Brady and Conrad.
On December 11th, William Glenn Olson was charged at Pend Oreille County with tampering with evidence and the murder of Alicia Wood. In Olson's confession, he said he strangled Wood before placing her body in a suitcase and dumping her in a dumpster in Great Falls. To some, this story doesn't add up.
He went to jail a few times because he beat the shit out of her. And it sucks. And then the last time I seen her was the week before, Thanksgiving. She had a black eye. I wish that he could just tell them where she's at.
With the bullet casing found in the car, Amber told us off camera that she believes Alicia encountered a different fate.
I just feel bad for her family. I feel bad for her son, and I hope she can be found.
From all the agencies and the police officers, thank you for everything you have done through this investigation.
I reached out to the Pend Oreille County Sheriff, who pointed me in the direction of the Pend Oreille County Attorney. The Pend Oreille County Attorney was unable to provide any more information.
Now, MTN has been trying to get in touch with local Pend Oreille officials regarding new details of this investigation. We will provide those to you as we are given them. From Pend Oreille County, Owen Skornick-Hayes, MTN News.